What is up, my fellow model builders? Hey, it's Brian, and we are going to do an update on the Ron Stewart appreciation bill. Hooray! Yay, Ron! I was going to do applause, but my hands hurt. That's all our story. Anyway, so we're working on the Revell, well, the Kurtis Midget Racer. I can't find the box top. Sorry. I think it's out in the garage right now. We spent the whole day yesterday spray painting, so that's probably why we're a little silly today. So yeah, the Kurtis Midget Racer, which is a stunning little kit. It is very nicely detailed. There's not many parts for the car itself. I mean, this is pretty much it right here. I believe that there's an equal number of parts for the actual trailer that this sits on, which we haven't gotten to yet. We wanted to focus on getting the car taken care of, and then we're going to move on to the trailer. But Ron had commented that he absolutely loves flames. Frames. There's a frame right there. There you go, Ron. He loves flames, so we're going to do the car with the flame decals, which is fine by me because I think they look pretty darn sweet. What we see here is actually the frame, of course, and it is a dinky little guy. These squares, of course, are 1 inch wide, so, you know, that's about 3 inches long all total. It's kind of sitting cattywampus right now. We're doing a mock-up to see how well the frame is, see if the wheels want to fit on there right, if we're going to have anything with a raised wheel or something like that, like a dog wanting to pee on a fire hydrant. And so far, so good. So let's take a look at what we got here. Oh, I should glue those on. That might help. So we painted the interior. We just did that an aluminum color. I figured that they would probably just have raw metal on the inside of this little pan, the chassis pan here, and they would just wipe that out, or it would just unbolt or something like that. There's the little quick change rear end. There we go. And of course we did the frame in the only purple we had on hand because all of our hobby stores are closed. So I thought this purple looked really cool with this pearl white that we're doing on the car. I thought that looked real slick. And I really like how this goes together because here's this, and then we have this, which is known as the engine and transmission. And we did plug wires since we had beautifully molded spark plugs up on top there. And we still got to put on the intakes. We're doing the fuel injection system on this one, so we got to do the intake trumpets, I guess they call them. But this just slips down inside of here, locks into the differential like that, and just sits just like that. It's basically nothing but engine and a seat on this little thing, which is the best kind of race car ever, right? So we've got the engine dirtied up a little bit for a little bit extra detail. Here's our radiator, depending on where you're at from the country. Chrome. It does come with this itty bitty tiny little chrome radiator cap. That's pretty cool. I've lost that twice now, so I decided to go ahead and glue it on. Did a little bit of aging on the radiator. Just one single hose coming off of this one, which is fine because there isn't much room to try and tinker around and get the lower hose on there. I am okay with that. And then here's our instrumentation panel. So this is really slick. There's a decal, and then there's also this photo etch piece of, I think it's brass. I'm not quite sure, but it is chromed. I mean, look at that. There we go. That'll cause a seizure. But backside of that, you actually see some of the gauge pods. I thought that was really cool. So yeah, that's pretty slick. And then we also had, the kit has a optional photo etch steering wheel support, or steering wheel spokes. Everything else is styrene. So that's really kind of a nice option there. And then here's our intake trumpets. The bulgy bit, we got to paint like a rubber black or something like that. So we're just going to be doing that here pretty soon. And here is the main body. And this is all molded in one piece. This isn't two pieces glued together. That was a little pinched right through here, but once we slip that onto the frame, these little lugs right there, those will lock into place and everybody be fancy happy. I did strip the chrome off from the bumpers on the front and rear because we did have to do a lot of cleanup on flash for the parting lines. So I decided to just go ahead and strip them and then repaint them like maybe they would just be steel, and they would just probably spray paint them silver before every race. And then here is the cut the grass, our exhaust staining. We've been practicing our exhaust staining still, so that's looking real sweet. Yeah, so we're doing a good job on this one here. I hope Ron likes what we're doing, because it's been a lot of fun so far. And then, oh yeah, the front bumper, we got that all put together, and I mocked it up on the car last night, and I was like, "Ma, do I have to wear my headgear to school today?" Because that's what it looks like. Oh my, I'm going to get letters. But we're going to do the nose in red, which we've done. So that makes a lot of sense as I said that. But because the flames are red. Otherwise, if I could have printed out flames in any color I wanted, I would have done them in a nice purple lavender type of color to match the frame. But it is what it is. But with the pearl white, the red nose, the red flames, and the lavender / purple frame, I think we're going to look pretty cool. So that's basically it, guys. Let's see, not much else going on around here, and we'll do updates on other things. Big Rig is plodding along well, but not great, and we'll get into that some other time. All right, y'all, take it easy. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll talk to you a little later on. Bye now.